Coach Deborah has a passion and purpose to assist young men, ages 15 to 24, to overcome obstacles and build their best lives. She wants to see every young man live out their potential. She has a master's degree in human services counseling, with a major in life coaching. More importantly, she is the mother of 3 boys, who are exceptional, educated, professional men. Coach Deborah believes it is better to train early, rather than need to fix later. She utilizes basic principles and God-led concepts. Sometimes the only thing a young man has is their credibility or their name. The actions they take are based on the decisions they make. Those decisions align with their choices and result in consequences. Coach Deborah can assist you if you are lost, floundering, or confused. Embrace the help and start building your best life today.
Hello, happy Thursday. I'm Coach Deborah, and I'm here with Thursday Live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you decided to come and share with us today. Have a great topic for the last day of February. Can you believe it? The last day of February, February 29th, this leap year. So, get ready for those comments. Get your notepads ready. Just get ready to enjoy this segment. You know, all of this month we have been talking about details while working your blueprint. So we're going to continue that, and this is the last day for that theme. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all of the support that you provide to build your best life. Your prayers, your likes, comments, and shares. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for taking the time to watch, because you could be doing anything else, but you decided to watch Build Your Best Life. So thank you so very, very much. Now today, we're going to talk about, our topic is sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. Have you ever been there? Have you ever heard anybody talk about that, or you hear someone talking about their life and you're thinking, oh, it's like they're sitting on top of the world. They have it all going on. Everything is positive. Everything is coming up roses. They're super excited. There's nothing going wrong. They are just sitting on top of the world and loving it. Can you get excited for someone else? They're loving it, loving it, loving it. Well, you know, confidence is a beautiful attribute to possess. So if someone says, hey, I'm sitting on top of the world, I'm sure they have a lot of confidence. So that's great. So confidence is always good. That is a positive attribute. However, what about you're on top of the world, but it's because you're invincible. You feel like you're invincible. An invincible person is someone too powerful to be defeated or overcome. I'm invincible. You can't take me down. You know, like one of the superheroes, they're invincible. Nothing that they think, nothing that their foes can do will take them down because they're invincible. Well, is it possible to cause your life to derail by feeling that you're invincible? Think about that. Put it in your chat. Is it possible for your life to derail by feeling that you are invincible? Let's delve into that thought. Now, it is perfectly okay. I'm going to say it again. It is perfectly okay to feel like you're on top of the world. You know, like it's your birthday. You know, you've hit that milestone. You're 30, you're 50, you're 70, you're 100. Hey, those are blessings. So when you say, hey, today is my birthday and I'm on top of the world, that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm celebrating. No, it's not my birthday now. But I'm just saying, that special day, you're just on top of the world. You're positive. You're loving life. You're happy. You're being showing others your happiness. You're not being negative for any reason. So you're just sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. You're confident. It's like when I say my mantra, you know, I know who I am. You know, I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not going to let those pitfalls slow me down and stop me. I'm going to keep going. I have that confidence. You know, like today, the day was just hectic. I had all of these things on my to-do list. Bam, 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 to do. I mean, tons of things. I got one thing done for my husband, which probably took me about 3 minutes. I got my devotion time and I was going to do that. So I got that done. But then the rest of the day, I've been working on 2 things, going back and forth between those 2 things, trying to get them done. And scratching my head. Why does it not add up? Why can't I do this? This is not working. I need more information. But, you know, when I woke up, I was confident, you know, it's like, God, what wonderful things are we going to make happen today? What wonderful things are you going to allow me to do today? So I was confident that I was going to hit this list and get some things done. You know, it's going to shock my coach next week because I was going to have this one big thing off my list. And I was just confident. So although I was working, I was not spinning my wheels, and I was confident because of those pitfalls, that rough terrain, and those detours I had to take. I only got those 2 things or 3 things accomplished. But I was on top of the world when I got up. Hey. And being positive, you want to be positive. You know, that's one of my building materials is to be positive. You got to have that positive mindset. If not, you know, it's always going to be, woe is me. If I didn't have a positive mindset, I would have gave up. And it's like, you know what? Just let me get a book, read a book, go do some puzzles because I'm not getting anything done. Why am I trying? But I had to stay positive. I had some things I needed to get done. I knew that this time was coming. You know, 6:30 always puts a smile on my face. I'm always super excited to get on Live Your Best Life. So I know I had to make it here. So whatever I could accomplish during that, before that time, I was all for it. So it's all good. But There are some things that can cause you to derail yourself. So those are the things that I'm going to point out, and you need to be mindful of those things because this year is all about blueprint for success. But first we had to look at those things before the blueprint, and now we're looking at those things that can delay. So I had some things that kind of tried to delayed me. They wanted to derail me. I didn't allow them to derail me. I had to keep going, although it wasn't at the pace that I wanted to, but I had to do that. So these are some things you have to think about. One is no one knows. These are the things that, let me rephrase this. These are some of the things that can, when you say you're sitting on top of the world, are you thinking you're invincible? Are you looking at things logically? Are you setting yourself up to derail? So when you say, I'm on top of the world, I know more than anyone. No one can tell me anything. I don't need advice. I don't need a mentor. I don't need a coach. I don't need to read books. I have my degrees, and that's all I need. I'm invincible. I can get the job done. I can join organizations. I can be a leader in those organizations. I can be successful and get any job I want. I am on top of the world. We all have someone that's assigned to assist us because man can't live alone. We need help. We need somebody to have our back. We need assistance. And if you are thinking that no one can tell you anything, you may have broken the Guinness World Record in IQs, but someone can still tell you something. So if you're sitting on top of the world thinking you know it all, nobody can tell you anything, you are setting yourself up to be run into a derailment because you don't know it all. No one knows it all except, so we're not talking about him. You don't know it all. So don't set yourself up for failure by pretending or telling people or being boastful and snobbish that someone sees you doing something and they think you haven't done it that way in years. Well, I saw that you were working on blah 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 blah, and there's an easier way to do that. They had update. I know this is more efficient. I'm going to do it this way. But first of all, you didn't know, but you don't want anybody to know that you don't know anything. So then you just push it off. And it's just like, when I learned to type, of course we had the typewriter, and after punctuation marks, you use space twice. So I've always done that. And even with then going from typewriters to computers, I never stopped. I didn't get the memo that had changed, that you don't do two spaces. And so when I was working on one of my degrees and in one of our team projects, reviewing each other's work, and I would always go in there and space people's work out. And it wasn't that I thought I knew it all, but I thought that was still the way you did it. Well, one of my teammates pointed out, he says, what he questioned why I was doing that. And so when he questioned me, then that made me kind of do some research and Google and find out that they had changed that process. You only use one space now after punctuation marks. So I learned something, but I could have said, I don't know why they changed that. It looks much better when you put two spaces. Oh, no. You young bucks, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Let old sister tell y'all what to do. I could have been setting myself up for failure. I could have continued to do that with my papers and got counted marks off for spacing doing double spacing, then it's only required for one space. So you don't set yourself up to derail, right? Because no one knows it all. Another one is, yeah, I know it's a God. I don't need a supreme being. I don't need to be saying this happened because it was a blessing. That wasn't a blessing. What happened will happen. That just wasn't a blessing. I don't know why these people just freak out. Oh, God did this and God did that. You're setting yourself up for failure because you may not know now, but you can grow and learn. Yes, there is a supreme being. Not trying to convert anybody over on this broadcast, but I know for myself that there is. And I'm telling you that you will set yourself up for failure if you think that when you wake up in the morning, you're doing that on your own. That you got that job, you did that on your own. You're successful, you're a CEO at one of the top corporations in the Fortune 500. You did it by yourself. You didn't have any assistance. I just want you to wake up because you did not do it all alone. I'm not going to stay on that one long because, like I said, that's not what I'm here for, to try to convince you. But I do know that, yes, there is a supreme being and we need him. He's the one that gives us prosperity. He's the one that gives us those plans for our life. He's the one that wants us to have the hope that we want in the future. And I am so glad about it. I'm going to go to the next one. Oh, I don't need to listen. Talk to the hand. All right, we're going to have some time. We're going to get together. You may be in a department and they'll say, we've had some issues, whatever, and we want to try to discuss that. So, come in. I don't know why we got to have a meeting. Why try to make it better? We get in the workout, nothing else matters. I guess I have to go. You're in the meeting and you disturbing everybody else because you feel some type way. Change is inevitable. Everything is always changing. And it's not enough when you're working in a corporate position or any type of business, even a small business, your own business. It's not enough to produce the widgets or make the sales, sell the cars, all of that good stuff. You have to know how to communicate with others. You need to know how to have great working relationships, camaraderie with your peers, management, people in other areas. You have to know all of that. You have to listen. And, sitting on top of the world and you think you know everything, you don't need to listen, nobody can tell you anything. If you get quiet sometime, just get somewhere at a restaurant or coffee shop. You may be in the grocery store, you may be anywhere. You can be at barbershop, salon. Get quiet. Don't plug in. Listen to your book or anything. Just listen. You can find out a good stock to invest in. You can find out great restaurants. You can find out this restaurant was closed because they had this type violations. And they even got opened back up, but that's somewhere that you frequent. And when you hear the type violations they had, it's like, oh, gross, You can hear someone that works at a fast food establishment and you just love their little cooling coffee like drink is just delicious. And you hear this employee talking about, they think we clean that machine. Nobody taking time to clean that machine every night. Pour some hot water in there, let it run out. It is what it is. Oh my goodness. You're learning something. It might be little tidbits of things, but you're learning because you're listening. You're wary of what's going on around you. Those things can help you. Those things can be valuable. Valuable. They can make a difference in your success or failure. So just think, you heard that person talking about that restaurant and the way they don't clean their drink machines or whatever. What if you had not heard that and you go like you normally do, and you think this person's talking about it, so they probably live somewhere near here. You go there, but you didn't hear this person, or you ignored them, whatever. But you go there, get a drink, and you get sick. You get food poisoning, or you get something else. You don't know what's wrong with you. But if you had been listening or paying attention to what someone said, you could have saved yourself that bad experience. So it is so eye-opening. So, it's just great to be able to learn all the time. There is knowledge all around, but sometimes you have to be still and take the time to listen, to find out what is going on, what can help me, what's valuable for my son. Oh, that's information I need to know. My son's going to college. I didn't know that. Glad God put me in the right place at the right time. That's great information to know. I did not know that. You might be sitting thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get money for my son to go to college in 2 years. I don't know. I'm working 2 jobs now. I just don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be able to save enough. And then you hear someone talking about their child and how they got a part-time job, and then they filed taxes, and then they were able to apply for school as being independent, and they were able to get money to go to school. Oh my goodness. Oh, I have plenty of time. I got over 2.5 years. We can do this. We can work on this. Oh, I am so glad I heard that. Whew, that is such a load off. It is amazing what you can find out, what you can learn if you take the time, open yourself up, and not think that you are a know-it-all. No one can tell you anything, and you're just brilliant, and nothing can touch you. Don't get it mixed up. If you're late tuning in, don't get it mixed up with confidence. Having confidence and having a big head because you think you know it all is different. It's very, very different. So you go back and listen to the entire broadcast, but there's so much that you can learn. So just remember that no matter how high you are soaring in life, life can send you situations derailing the best laid plan. Some examples: financial ruin because you didn't listen, you didn't know. Inflation, it's getting worse, but you didn't know it, so you didn't change your spending habits or things like that. Chronic illnesses. When COVID first started, a lot of people didn't listen. They continued life as they had always done, even though they had chronic illnesses and it wasn't good for them to be out. That was not good. Emergencies. I'm on top of the world. I got all this money. I got it going on. I can just spend, 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 spend. I can vacation here. I can vacation there. I can buy this, I can buy that. I can do whatever I want. Inflation hits. A huge medical emergency hits. It can be gone just like that. The stock market crashes. Ask your great-grandparents about some of this stuff. Scams. People can scam you and wipe out your entire bank account. So these are some things that can happen when derails hit. So don't let sitting on top of the world, I got it all going on. Nobody can tell me anything. Nobody knows more than I do. Don't let those things hinder you and cause you problems in the future. Remember, you are not invincible. So be proactive, be prepared, and stay aware. So I hope you enjoyed this last topic of February, sitting on top of the world. Make sure you stay proactive, you stay prepared, and you stay aware of everything that's around you. Please tune in on Saturday, our first broadcast in March. And our topic is going to be they. Saturday morning real, they. You got to tune out and find out about they. You got to do it. That's going to be at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope that some of you can join us here on Build Your Best Life. Make sure that you check out my website at www.buildyourbestlife.org. Read those blogs that come out each Monday. Check out our calendar of events and look at our store, the services that we offer, which is coaching, consultations, speaking, webinar speaking, and you can get an autographed copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to tune in here. This year, Build Your Best Life is declaring Jeremiah 29:11 over your life. God knows the plans that he has for your life. He wants you to have, and I know if y'all tune in, you know what it is. He wants you to have what? Prosperity. And he wants you to have a future that you hope for. So make sure that you design your blueprint based on the plans that God has for you, and then follow them. It is an awesome place to be. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed, stay safe, and I'll be looking for you this Saturday for they. Bye-bye.